Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. As you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather, but I had to jump on here. I had to make this video something that we needed to talk about because we've kind of been speculating on it for the last week or so. But look, we've all been excited about the running backs in 2024. We're excited. We've seen what Dylan Sampson can do, but who's going to be that 1-2 punch? We know Josh Heupel wants to rotate running backs. It's a physical, violent game, particularly in the SEC. So we look at that running back room, and we start to get excited for a guy like Cam Seldon. You know, he was a highly rated four-star prospect coming out of high school, one of the top-ranked players in that class of 2023 for the Tennessee Volunteers football team. Top 5 athlete in the country. You know, he had that size, but he also had that speed. He's a guy that's versatile, a guy that Tennessee could look to motion out. And we saw that, you know, in the spring game last year. We saw him and Nico out there, the versatility that he brought to the table. And I think we were kind of excited about that 1-2 punch with Dylan Sampson and also with Cam Seldon. And again, we got to see some of that in the Citrus Bowl at the end of the year. He had 13 carries for 55 yards in the win over Iowa. And part of that's because Jabari Small and Jalen Wright both opted out. After that game, you know, Cam Seldon was talking about how special teams kind of prepared him for that moment. He said 100% it helped me because it helped me gain confidence. It helped me get used to how the game feels, the crowd, just everything. So I went out there today. I just felt like I'd already been there before. And it also how, you know, that mindset helped him prepare looking ahead to 2024. He said, my mindset never really changed. I just kept working, same practice habits, same habits across the board. I just kept being me, and I knew it would pay off. Now is the time. Again, we've been speculating the last week or so because Cam Seldon was missing from practice. And what does the internet do? What do message boards do? Even if somebody says, hey, he's hurt, we'll see how it plays out. We all speculate. Is it something off campus? Is he in trouble? Well, it got confirmed today. Article from volquest.com. This is behind a paywall, so I'm not going to share the article, but they did break the news. At least they broke the news to me. Austin Price tweets out, breaking, Tennessee running back Cam Seldon to miss the rest of spring practice with a shoulder injury. So we're going to talk about what this means, when Cam Seldon will be back. Before we do that, do me a favor, smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, free, easy. It does help the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if it's your first time here, I don't always sound like this, just trying to get through the sickness and want to bring you guys the content that needs to be brought. But if you like what we do around here, make sure you subscribe and click that bell for notifications. Look, we're not media. We're not insiders. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. It was built on the back of the fans. So if you like what we do, do the YouTube things, and also make sure those memberships are up to date. We're going to be doing a fan call-in show Sunday night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. That's where you, the members of the channel, if you hit that join button, you get an opportunity to come on, hang out, and talk some Tennessee ball. Also, as long as the voice holds up, we're going to be live tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern time. Tennessee has spring scrimmage #1 tonight, so we're going to get into that, talk about that. Should be a fun show, so come join us for that. So again, Cam Seldon out for an extended period of time. We see there that he's going to miss all of spring practice. He underwent shoulder surgery, so it sounds like a lot of this, as far as his recovery time, is going to depend on physical therapy, how hard he works, how his shoulder responds to the surgery, and when he'll be back. Per VolQuest, they had a source that said Cam Seldon should be back by the fall. So that's good news. But again, the question is how quickly can he bounce back? How fast can he be 100% for this football team in 2024? And, you know, it kind of even leads me to a comment yesterday. If you missed the video yesterday, I was talking about the chaos of the post-spring portal activity. Josh Pate's been putting out a lot of content talking about how NIL is unrestricted at this point. Multi-time transfers are approved right now by the NCAA. We've got Caden Proctor at Alabama, left and went to Iowa, signed a massive NIL deal, went through spring camp. Now he's saying he's going back to Alabama again. Josh Pate is predicting it's going to be the Wild West. Now that's going to open up some opportunities for Tennessee, and one of the positions that I mentioned Tennessee should look at is possibly that running back position, because there was speculation that Cam Seldon was hurt, and really behind Dylan Sampson and behind Cam Seldon, there's not a whole lot there. And you can pull up ESPN, you can take a look at the stats, look at what this football team did last year running the football. You led the conference, 204 yards per game on the ground. We know Josh Heupel wants to run the football first. That's what this offense is built on. But you go look at the individual stats. You go look at the running back room from last year. Obviously, Jalen Wright led this team in rushing yards, 1,000 yards, almost 7.5 yards per carry. I think, I love watching the recruiting and watching Bo Jackson come on campus and this coaching staff sell him, and he sees what they did with Jalen Wright. He spit out the numbers that Jalen Wright averaged almost 7.5 yards per carry because this offense, some people say it's quarterback friendly. Some people say it's running back friendly. I think this offense, I think Josh Heupel knows how to score points when he has the right tools in place. But does he have the right tools in the running back room for 2024? And again, I think Dylan Sampson, I've said it multiple times, 1,000-yard rusher in 2024, maybe 1,200-yard rusher in 2024, depending on how they split the carries. But then you got Jabari Small, no longer a part of this football team. Cam Seldon had 25 carries, 106 yards, averaged 4.2 yards per carry. You were kind of excited about what Cam Seldon was going to have an opportunity to do in 2024. But if he's not ready, if he's not good to go, where do you go from there? And on that video yesterday about the transfer portal chaos, when I mentioned the running back position and the potential that Tennessee needs to go find a good running back in the portal, one of you guys commented and said, Boogie, we're going to be fine, man. We're going to be perfectly fine. We got Dylan Sampson, Khalifa Keith, Deshaun Bishop, and Peyton Lewis. Guess what? Peyton Lewis is a true freshman, and he's also going to miss all of spring practice. So you're going to have Cam Seldon that's going to miss spring practice. You're going to have Peyton Lewis who's going to miss spring practice. And is the depth really there? Do you believe that Khalifa Keith is ready to take that next step? Nelson, I know you do. You've got Keith for Heisman. I know it, and I know you believe it in your bones. Deshaun Bishop, I've seen him flash. I've seen some fun things from him in practice, but is he ready to take that next step? And yes, they had a limited role last year as expected. Keith had 10 carries for 21 yards, averaged 2.1 yards per carry. Can you rely on those guys in 2024? That is my question for you as the news comes out. Had to put out a video. Again, apologize for the voice struggling, but we're going to make it happen. We're going to talk about it because I think this is important. Cam Seldon out for an extended period of time. We'll be back sometime in the fall. How quickly does it take him to respond? But I want you guys to smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Jump over here in the comment section and let's talk about it. Are you concerned about it? Should this coaching staff prioritize the running back room in the transfer portal post-spring practice? Also, do me a favor. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merchandise. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. We would appreciate any and all support there. You can get different designs, T-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops, whatever you want. And you can see you can customize the color too. So if you want gray, white, blue, whatever you want, we've got it. Bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. That link is in the description below. Also, shout out to you members of the channel. We appreciate the way you guys show up, show out, show love every single week right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. But that is going to do it for this one. Hope you guys will join us live tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.